Over 70% of our Earth is covered by the ocean and is home to many aquatic species. Sunlight can only travel down to 1,000 meters beneath the ocean's surface, with its impact becoming far less significant after the 200-meter mark. The deeper down you go, the darker the world becomes, and the conditions being more and more brutal. The species that live there have to adapt, and some have transformed into quite bizarre, mysterious, unnerving, and simply terrifying creatures. The things you will discover here will have you thinking whether it's from this planet or not. Here are our 5 scary but fascinating deep-sea creatures. The colossal squid. The colossal squid is what it says on the tin, a colossal squid. These giants of the deep sea measure up to an incredible combined length of 14 meters, which is longer than the length of a London bus, but still slightly shorter than the tallest type of giant squid, the Architeuthis ducks. However, don't take this lightly, especially you heightists out there, as they weigh up to 490 kilograms. This is 215 kilograms heavier than the aforementioned giant squid, and they are considered the largest invertebrates on Earth by mass. Another world record they can possibly be proud of is that they also have the largest eyes of any animal out there, measuring in about 25 centimeters in diameter. That is 3 centimeters larger than the diameter of a professional football. The colossal squid have rotating hooks and suckers on their tentacles, which are used to help immobilize their prey. Their prey consists of a variety of small and large fish, including the Patagonian toothfish and smaller types of squid. They are usually found at around 1,000 meters and even deeper. Despite their enormous size, they do not bully their way around their waters, as they are known to have a long-standing rivalry with the equally as large sperm whale. And when we say long-standing, the first colossal squid was discovered back in 1925, with an arm of a colossal squid being found inside the stomach of a sperm whale. To this day, colossal squid remains are often found inside sperm whale stomachs, which can kind of tell you sperm whales are usually the victors of this ongoing feud, but without giving up a fight, as sperm whales often bear battle scars that match the suckers of a colossal squid's tentacles. The blobfish. The blobfish was voted the world's ugliest animal on a public poll by the Ugly Animal Preservation Society, and he doesn't look too happy about it. Side note, if he did look happy, he'd actually look like ditto. But in old blobfish's defense, the famous photo of this poor creature was taken in an environment he's not familiar with. You see, their natural habitat is somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 feet beneath the surface, where the pressure is 100 times heavier than the pressure we humans experience on land. Their bodies are built from gelatinous tissues, soft bones, and small muscles. So, when they are brought to an unnatural environment like the surface of the ocean, the decompression causes its skin to expand, deflate, and look sad. Aww. First discovered in 1983, they rock a bulbous head, feathery pectoral fins, and happier-looking eyes in their natural habitat. They are of a pinkish-gray color, and they measure up to 30 centimeters in length and weigh in at 2 kilograms. They don't have a swim bladder like normal fish, which helps them to control their buoyancy. If they had one, it would cause them to crumple under the pressures they naturally roam in. The hagfish. While the blobfish is considered the ugliest animal in the world, hagfish are considered by some to be the most disgusting animals in the world. This time around, they may have a case. These creatures have a smile to make the mouth of Sauron wince. You could easily mistake these animals as sea serpents or eels, but they are indeed classed within the Agnatha family, which consists of fish without jaws. They are absolute savages when it comes to eating. They burrow deep, face first into their food, which usually consists of marine invertebrates and carcasses of large fish. Although they are jawless, they use their 2 rows of teeth to viciously rip chunks of flesh. Once they're satisfied with their fill, they can go months without having to eat again. Hagfish can grow between 40 to 100 centimeters long. They have rather poor eyesight, with their eyes being developed under their skin. They only have 1 nostril and about 5 to 15 pairs of gills. They are also referred to as slime eels or slime fish, as they are capable of producing slime from their bodies. The slime are used to either ward off predators and other fish who are trying to take their food, or as a slippery defense to evade predators. This may sound disgusting, but it's really effective. Hagfish live at depths between 1,500 meters to even as far down as 5,500 meters. They tend to burrow deep into the ground, leaving just the tips of the heads out. Kind of like diglets. The gulper eel. Now from jawless to jaw-dropping. This soft-bodied fellow has an enormous mouth that is astonishingly larger than its own body. Their mouths are loosely hinged and can even swallow a prey much larger than themselves. This is truly the type of stuff you would see in a dark, fictitious dystopian setting where the animals have gone completely awry. Once they've found a mouth-watering snack they want to nibble on, they can scoop up their snacks and deposit their prey into their pouch-like jaw, which resembles one like a pelican's. This has made some people refer to them as the pelican eel. Their bodies have adapted so much to eating to the point that even their stomachs are expendable to accommodate large prey. But surprisingly, they tend to choose to eat mainly small animals like crustaceans, cephalopods, and other small invertebrates. Despite their large, gaping mouths, they have very tiny teeth. That is probably the main reason why they don't eat large fish regularly. They lure their prey towards them using a light-producing organ called the photophore at the tips of their tails. The photophore glows in pink with the occasional red flashes. Once a prey has been attracted and within range, gulp! To avoid becoming gulped themselves, the gulper eel have the ability to inflate themselves to appear bigger than they actually are. Activate intimidation mode.
Do you want some? I'll give it you.
They can range in sizes of 3 to 6 feet in length, and they live at depths of 152 meters to 1,828 meters. The flying spaghetti monster. Now, I know this sounds like a kid's meal at some dodgy restaurant, but trust me, the flying spaghetti monster is another on the list of strange and bizarre creatures that live in the deep sea. The spaghetti monster was discovered off the coast of Angola back in 2015 by a team from the gas and oil company BP. They were doing routine operations near an oil well at a depth of 1,325 meters when they spotted this never-seen-before creature. The team nicknamed what they saw the Flying Spaghetti Monster due to its striking resemblance to the deity of the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Yes, you heard that right. Named after a parody or mock religion which has grown to become a social movement since 2005. The Flying Spaghetti Monster is an invincible god. However, this creature is not a god, or not that we know of. It is a siphonophore and is related to the jellyfish and corals. This siphonophore is not one animal, but a colony of organisms called zooids. They combine together to create this pile of not-so-appetizing plate of spaghetti you see before you. This actually makes the flying spaghetti monster quite a complex organism, with each zooid having its own little job to do in order for the colony to survive. For example, some are specialized to only catch and consume food, while some will have the job of reproducing. They are carnivores, feeding on small fish and crustaceans. They belong to the suborder of siphonophores called Cystonecti, which are considered to be rare. This has been our list of fascinating deep-sea creatures. We hope you've enjoyed our first video, and if you did, please like and subscribe to our channel, as we'll be uploading 2 videos a week, so stay tuned for more animal content. Comment below what you'd like to see from our channel, or maybe even a deep sea part 2 video, as there's so much more in the deep sea we can cover. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.